So I'm going to start with who's the hitter, Alex, you want up with the game on the line. Pick any hitter on any team for this postseason.
This is an easy one for me, Freddie Freeman.
Oh, wow, okay. I like
Huge Freddie Freeman fan. Love Freddie. I think he's one of the best pure hitters in the game. Has a great idea of the strike zone, makes a lot of contact, can hit you a homer when you need it, get you a base hit against the shift when you need it to drive in a run. Has a good quality at bat every single time. Freddie Freeman for me, hands down.
Chris, what do you think?
I mean, I love his thought process right there, honestly. I mean, that's a guy, I should have thought of him. But I'm going to go back to the Mets, man. Jeff McNeil, for me, has been that guy winning a batting title. He has been the catalyst for that offense. Yes, you have Lindor. Yes, you have Alonso. But they can't put those numbers up without a guy like McNeil being in those big situations. It kind of reminds me of like a Ben Zobrist in Chicago. Like one of those guys, if the bases are loaded, I need somebody that can put the ball in play and can drive the ball to the gaps. He may not hit the hardest, but he can hit those gaps and create some big runs.
One thing I like about McNeil, they asked him this year what his approach was, and he said last year he got caught up in trying to hit the ball hard. This year he's just trying to hit it where people weren't. And I think it worked out to quite well for him here. But the moral of the story is take the base hits.
And
as opposed to, instead of just trying to drive the ball as hard as you can. All right, which team, Alex, has the most pressure on it to win?
I think it's the Dodgers. Mainly when you look at what they were able to do this year, 111 wins, the odds-on favorite to win, obviously the World Series. Best team in baseball, I think, one of the most complete teams. And when you are that favorite going into it, you got the bullseye on your back, and everyone's going to be gunning for you. And I know the Braves won last year, but the Dodgers are their favorite going in, and you know when you're the favorite, everyone's after you.
You're the favorite. Hey, I got to go with the Mets again. I've been with the Mets all year long, and they spent a lot of money this offseason for this moment right here, bringing all these guys on, extending players, bringing on Scherzer. This is the big moment for them, but the reason I feel like it's the biggest pressure on them is from how the season ended. Okay. Knowing that you had the division locked in. We can have the argument back and forth on did they give it up or did the Braves come and take it. It doesn't matter at this point. All I know, if they get past the wild card and they don't get past the division series, you're going to think back to that series against the Braves that they lost all 3 games and forced them to have to use their horses in the wild card.
They were in first place in the middle of April and then relinquished it late September. Ouch. Speaking of pressure here, which pitcher, Alex, has the most pressure with the most approved for this postseason?
I'm going to go with Garrett Cole because, I mean, this is the reason why he came to the New York Yankees, is to be in this situation at this time of year in the postseason and to pitch well and have these types of moments and win a championship. And, you know, he's had some mixed results over the last couple of years in the postseason with the Yankees obviously winning it with Houston. But I fully expect him to dominate and pitch well in this postseason for the New York Yankees.
I don't know if y'all have caught wind of my theme.
Yeah.
I'm on the Mets.
New York Mets. The Mets again?
New York Mets, baby. A lot of pressure on them. Jacob deGrom is that guy. And the only reason I say it's a lot of pressure on him is because if you ask throughout the game, any player, who do you think the best pitcher in the game is when he's right? Jacob deGrom is that dude. Yep. Period. And if you know, so it's a compliment to him, but if you know that you're the best pitcher in the game, I know he's dealing with a little blister, hopefully that's fine. It's a lot of pressure on you going into the playoffs, period.
All right, who's the guy no one's talking about right now, but everyone's going to be talking about once the World Series is over? Who's your X factor?
I'm going to go Cleveland Guardians, Josh Naylor. I think, with him in the middle of that line, he's got to be able to protect Jose Ramirez and come up with some big hits. Now, over the course of this year, he's had some big moments for this team already. So I think he's kind of going to be that kind of X factor no one's really, haven't talked about or know about. But this postseason is going to be a nice stage for him. Everybody's going to see how enthusiastic he is. He gets his team up and excited anytime he comes up with a big hit, as we saw over the course of this year. And I think he might be big for the Guardians going into this postseason.
You stole my guy. You stole my guy. I just want to see him hit a big up on the home so he can head bump somebody. Hey, but seriously, my guy is Jeremy Pena with the Astros. He has been huge for the Astros this season, filling the shoes of Carlos Correa, who has had a lot of postseason success. That hasn't seemed to bother Pena all year long. He knew the shoes he was stepping in. He stayed true to himself. He's calm, relaxed, patient at the plate. He's a gamer, y'all. He's a gamer, and I feel like in this series with the Astros, he's going to be that sneaky dude to come in and carry the team.